as soon as I start to go filming, they start mowing outside. So I'm sorry if that is ruining the audio, but I have to film this now, otherwise I won't have any time. I was finally able to do it, fam. I found the debug items that I was looking for. Turns out it wasn't even debug items, it was live edit items. It's a completely different cheat code. It's show live edit objects so that you can see all of the stuff that's in the world that isn't a lot item, if that makes sense. And I finally built a museum for my base game world. If you did not know or you haven't been to my channel yet, I have been working on an entirely base game Sims 4 series where I am filling Newcrest with base game builds only. Now, I don't know if people count debug or live edit objects as base game, but I used only the live edit objects that are base game, so I still count it as base game, but I can completely redo it if people don't want debug items in it. So let me know in the comments. But before I get started in the speed build, I kind of want to go through my world and show you kind of what's going on so far. Currently, I have 6 slots left to build on. Ignore this one. I was going to possibly do the Plum Bob build challenge, but I never got around to finishing it and I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I didn't. But we'll start over here up in the top corner. Is there a name for the area on this map? No, I haven't finished it yet. There's still this Midtown Meadows lot, but at the moment I have let's go to it. So this was the first build that I put in my base game series, and it was like a budget house for a single sim, just for people when they're starting out on the game and they don't want to do any money cheats or anything like this. It's a cute little, 1-bedroom house. Small little thing, tiny little lot for one sim. I made it all cute. Yes, and it's under the, I think, 20,000 simoleons, minus the lot, I think, that you get as a beginner sim kind of thing. The next house is this fun, modern base game build. Obviously base game, why am I saying that? But anyway, just simple modern house. I don't remember how many bedrooms are in this house, but full gym and stuff, kids bedroom and office, and I went a little crazy with the colors. I was having my husband pick out colors for me, and so I had to use them for each room. I should do that challenge where it's a different color for every room. Yeah. And then I have this weird kind of retro, kind of modern looking house. I don't even know how to describe it, but I honestly really love it. You can change it to make more bedrooms if you wanted. I kind of took up a lot of space for a gym, whatever. Really nice house. I think it's a really nice house. I like it. Fun backyard. And then next door is this house. I'm not actually going to go through this one. This is just a regular old basic suburban house. I just wanted to build one, needed to have one. I couldn't have everything all, weird looking. It needs to look like a normal neighborhood, I guess. So I'll probably build one more, maybe the one on the other lot, or I don't know exactly what I'm going to build. But anyway, I'm not going to change over to this lot because I'm taking too long to film, but another basic house, you know what I'm saying? Now this entire street is the one that I think I'm going to end up being most proud of. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't filled up all of the lots on this one. But the first one I did was this little restaurant, and I built it as if it was like the restaurant that's always been in town, and then they grew, and so they added on to it. That's what I was going for with this one. And then next door, which I can't zoom all the way over to, I built an apartment complex. I'm really proud of it. I'm not going to go through it because it'll take too long, and I don't want this beginning part to get annoying because you came here for a speed build. So anyway, apartment complex. I think it looks cool. It's completely base game. Sad part is you build it, or when you put your Sims in it, it's like they're an entire household. They just have separate rooms, so you have to lock people out of doors. But it works. Looks like an apartment complex. Really like it. And then my pride and joy, and you'll see why, is this spa, because it's a gym and spa, and it's base game. And it's a basic lot because in the base game you can't have a spa, obviously. But I was able with move objects to build something that kind of looks like a sauna. And I'm pretty proud of that. That's like the thing I built this for, was like to make a sauna. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did it and I'm proud of it. Anyway, moving on. And then the last base game lot before we move on to the museum over here, which is what you came here for, is the mall. I'm so proud of it. It's beautiful. It's a whole shopping mall, completely base game, as I've been saying, full with a food court. And, you know, I left some of the rooms empty in here so you could do whatever you want with them. I was thinking this would be like a little office and then another one down here, but you know, it's got their own version of like an Apple store. There's some debug items in there, obviously, to have like cell phones and stuff. And a furniture store, paintings, clothing stores, a kids shop, and a Barnes and Noble, and a little art place and stuff. Anyway, it's a shopping mall in the base game. And I cannot wait to do this with all the packs I have now because there's so much stuff. It's kind of overwhelming once you buy all the packs. Because you go to build something, there's just too many options, I'm just saying. But anyway, it's time to move on to the speed build of this amazing museum that I have built. If you want to see a video of any of the other builds that I just went through, I will have the playlist linked down below. Entirely base game build series. I have some other builds which you can also check out on my channel if you feel like it. Stick around, you should. I just realized while I was looking at this again that I forgot to put lights, so I just went in and did that. But yeah, this is my museum. Starting out, I do this weird thing sometimes when I build where I like go through all the items and I pick out some things that I think I'm going to want to use, and then I start building. And before I had even started on the build, I wasn't sure what I was going to build at first, but I knew I wanted to have some kind of weird like staircase to another building. It ended up not going to another building, it just went back into a garden. But I was able to build like this multi-platform staircase, and I'm really proud of it. It took a while to get there. I couldn't figure out how to adjust the walls and stuff, but I did it, and I'm proud of it. And then I kind of went a little ham because I found the live edit and debug objects. So this build is a little bit cluttered outside. Like the garden is just full. I feel like if you were actually in it as a sim or in real life as a person, it would feel a little more normal. But looking at it from above, it's just like there's so much stuff in there. And then even inside, I feel like the inside is a little bit awkward just because with base game stuff, it's not easy to get things that look like, oh yeah, that goes in a museum. But I didn't want just paintings on the walls. I wanted more sculptures and like items as if they were like old stuff, like you would find in a museum. You know what I'm talking about. And then I also wanted it to kind of be like there's art classes or activities and fun things to do, and also a wedding venue because excuse me, I know that in the real world there are options like that, and there's a different museum that's base game already that I had rebuilt one time when I bought my first packs, and I put a whole wedding venue in there. And so I have this weird thing with museums needing to have wedding venue stuff in them that is more than just the archway. And I ended up rebuilding some of the stuff in the garden so that there's an archway in there, and then the top floor of the build is like the event space, like the reception area. So I built it as if a wedding was happening in there already, and there's a full kitchen in it. So if you want to take your Sims there to get married, you have that option, and there's an actual reception and everything. And I extended the little balcony that's on the top floor so that there would be a bar and everything. I couldn't remember exactly everything that you need for a wedding in The Sims, so I just guessed what I could remember, and I'm pretty sure I've got everything. You've got a kitchen so that you can have the caterer make the cake and stuff. There's a table, there's multiple tables to put the cake on, and there's the bar so people can have drinks and toast. The only thing that I think might be missing is having chairs by the altar or the archway so that people can sit and watch. I think that's one of the things to get like gold on a wedding event thing, social event, is to have people sit and watch the wedding. So I did put a bench, but it's not like, you know, it's not set up as if people are there to watch it. If I ever rebuild this, I'm going to fix that so that there's actually like the wedding spot with the actual benches, people watching the wedding. But you can have people sit in that bench, or you can just like bring in chairs as if the venue like offers that as an option. You know, they like put chairs out for you. I don't know. You could go with that storyline, maybe. Or you could like put an archway upstairs. I almost tried to do that, but I didn't want too much blocking the garden. So you could extend that balcony and put, you know, an archway and chairs, seating up there. That could be fun too. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Oh, I put like a little bus stop outside so people could come in on a bus to the museum, and then there's like a whole office like a desk thing in the front. I wanted it to look like the part where you come in and you pay for your ticket to the museum, and then you go in, and there's also only 2 bathrooms, which is the only thing in the requirements for a museum, but it's such a big place. I feel like there needed to be more bathrooms, but I'm not gonna question it. If it let me build it, it let me build it. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of the speed build play. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you feel like it, because it's pretty lonely here. Leave me a comment, you know. You can also check the links down below to my other channel if you would like to see more, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.